Hey babes, if you are seeing this, this is an all signs reading for what is coming towards you for the week commencing the 15th of June 2026. So we will start with Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. What is coming towards Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising for the week commencing June the 15th, please. Nice one. Oh, lovely. Straight off the bat, we've got the Three of Cups. We've got the Six of Cups, and then these three came out together, so we'll take them. We've got the Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Sounds to me like you're going to be sharing some really nice time and energy and memories with loved ones, family, perhaps some past people coming in to spend some time with you or rekindle a relationship, a friendship. It feels friendly to me more than it feels romantic, even though that we've got the Two of Cups here. And I think that's because the Three of Cups is here as well. It could even be someone you have had a romantic relationship with prior that is now just platonic. But I think this week is bringing in solid connection, solid friendship and fun, like genuine, like just the nicest level of fun. As well as potentially like an offer of some kind. Someone might be offering you a job, someone might be offering you a pay rise, you might be going out and deciding to take that for yourself and like taking action on something. But to me, it feels like there's going to be a lot of what feels like family abundance. And family can be blood and it can be your chosen family as well, Aries. So that sounds really lovely for you next week. So we'll move on to Taurus. Just a quick one this week. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising. What is coming towards Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising for the week commencing the 15th of June? Please. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, great week for you as well, Taurus. You've got the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords, with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, Big Daddy's here. I think that you're quite literally grabbing the bull by the balls this week and the horns, and you're riding it into the sunset. You're taking action. You're getting clear on your goals. You are... Now, the Nine of Cups, he is a bit of a smug guy, but I don't necessarily feel like you're acting smug. I think that you're just kind of happy. I feel like you're like the cat that's got the cream. You're feeling like everything is kind of falling into place naturally for you. Things are happening quickly. You're also making fast decisions. Like, you're not faffing around. You are given a choice and you're making that choice really quickly. Whether it's the right choice or not doesn't really matter. You're making the choice quickly, and that is kind of going to guarantee success for you. So I think that this is a foolproof week for you, Taurus. So enjoy it. Right, we'll go on to Gemini. So what is coming towards Gemini, please, for week commencing the 5th of June? Week commencing the 5th of June for Gemini, please. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. Ooh. Everyone's got such a nice week ahead. Oh, I love this. Okay. We've got the Star, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Chariot, and we have got the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I think that this is you kind of moving away from this. This is you moving away from any sort of glum, down in the dumps feelings you might have been experiencing this week. Because the Star is hopeful. The Star is hopeful, and I think it's giving you like a new lease on life. It's sparking your motivation, it's sparking your discipline, it's sparking your work ethic. And every Gemini I know has an incredible work ethic, especially if they're self-employed. So I think that with the Chariot coming in for you as well, I think that you're, again, similar to Taurus, taking really quick action. I think that you are like moving ahead, leaving behind whatever this feeling was and just moving on from it and thinking, right, okay, I've had my moment, I've had my like whinge or whine. It's time for me to pick up the pieces and make something of myself. So I think that this week, if you've been hoping and praying and putting the work in to achieve something, I think, and it's maybe dropped off a little bit, I think that this week you're going to kind of reignite that flame. And finally get somewhere with something that you've been working on. So that's really exciting. All right, Cancer. Let's do Cancer now. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising. What is coming towards Cancer? Sun, Moon and Rising, please, for the week commencing the 15th. Ooh. Okay, Holy Court card. We have got the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and we also do have the Nine of Wands. Oof. And the Nine of, sorry, the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right, Cancer. So I wonder if you're going to be holding up some strong boundaries this week. I think that you are going to be quite a stern character this week. It's giving, it's feeling like you're just not suffering fools anymore, and you're not going to be, you know, because Cancer, naturally, wherever the placement is in your chart, it does make most of the people I know a little bit overly kind, and you can give people many, many chances. I think that the chances might be drying up. What I will say is just maybe be aware of how you're communicating, even if you are at the point where you're kind of over it and you're past being too kind and too giving to people. I don't think you want to come off as too combative and too like ready for a fight, because I do think if you do go down that route this week, it's only going to end up in you feeling a bit naff, and them feeling a bit naff with this, you know, it's just wounded warrior kind of energy, overthinking. So take this as a pre-warning that if you are feeling a bit irritated, a little bit pushed to your boundaries, a little bit pushed to your limits, absolutely use that, keep that, you're valid in that feeling, but just kind of be aware of how you're coming across in the conversations that you might need to be having this week, okay? So just a little pre-warning there for Cancer. So let's do Leo. Leo, what is coming towards Leo? Sun, Moon and Rising, please, for the week commencing the 15th of June. What is coming towards Leo? Sun, Moon and Rising. Oh, that's only two. Sorry, I thought we had three. Lovely. Okay, so perhaps with this Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the World, and we have got the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom, perhaps a little bit of feeling, I feel like it's more internalized. Like, I know that the Five of Pentacles is very much being feeling a bit left out or being pushed out, but I wonder if it's more of an internalized feeling that you've almost accidentally kind of put on yourself, like you're making yourself feel like you're not worthy or you're not part of something. And with this Page of Cups here, it's almost as though you're kind of like hoping people are going to reach out to you, but if they don't know that you need support or help, they don't, for whatever reason, and that's what's making you feel like this, something like that. I do feel like with the World card coming up though, I think you're coming towards the end of whatever this feeling of perhaps a little bit of insecurity might be. I think that you're going to be coming out of whatever this hardship, whatever this issue might be, and you're going to be moving towards something more rewarding for you, like a little bit more success, perhaps even a change in circumstances, a change in career, that sort of thing with the Seven of Pentacles here. I do think you need to have a little bit of patience because the Four of Swords is showing up, but I think this week is going to kind of, it might feel a little bit clunky, a little bit hard to manage. Maybe you're not, you know, life's not quite going exactly the way you were hoping it would this week, but I think towards the end of the week, something is going to kind of spark your curiosity again and give you that feeling of, right, okay, actually, do you know what? I have got this and it's all going to be fine. Okay, so let's move on to Virgo. We've got Virgo next. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. What is coming towards Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, please? Ooh, lovely. For week commencing the 15th of June. That was a bit a few too many, so just let me keep going. But the first card out is banging. You've got the Six of Wands. What else for Virgo, please? Lovely. What a nice spread. Six of Wands, Magician, King of Wands. And then at the bottom, you've got the Temperance card. So that's really nice energy. This is you feeling on top of your game. This is you being magnetic. This is you being able to manifest things in for yourself. So, you know, especially Virgos, make sure that your thoughts and feelings are aligned with what it is that you want and you're not slipping into negative patterns. But with the way that the cards are showing here, for many of you, that won't be the case. I think that your energy and your power is very, very prominent in your life. You're probably feeling full of energy and like raring to go, like chomping at the bit. And if you've got any kind of ideas or you need to execute anything this week, it will go exactly how it is supposed to go in order for you to continue down this successful path. So even if you're trying to achieve something this week and you've got a plan in your head and it doesn't go to plan, it is supposed to go like that so that you can achieve like the balance and the moderation and the care and the side of this life that you're supposed to be experiencing. So although some things may feel out of your control, Virgo, and some things might not go to your plan, I think that whatever is written for you is going to be achieved this week. It seems very promising for you, Virgo. That's exciting. Okay, let's move on to Libra. We've got Libra now, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, what is coming towards Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra for the week commencing the 15th of June, please? One more. Okay, we've got the Ten of Cups, the Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, and then we have got the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So for me, I wonder if there's like a little bit of, it seems like there's something to do with a celebration or with a family that is, they're kind of conflicting energies here, but I wonder if there's like some introspective time that you've been spending that has maybe come across to other people, like you're being a little bit self-centered or selfish with your time. Your time is your time at the end of the day, Libra. Like if you want to spend time on yourself and be introspective, then please do. But I think maybe what the cards are saying here is that, you know, the solitude and the spirituality and the wisdom that you are gaining from whatever period you're in right now, it will be kind of elevated if you were to let in other people. And now I'm not saying absolutely everybody, but the Ten of Cups usually represents the people closest to you that you are, you know, very trusting of, and they're trusting of you. So I wonder if you've been having some internal thoughts that you're not quite ready to share with other people. And I think this week, this is the message. It is time to share with that, because I think it's going to help you kind of elevate, especially with that Ten of Pentacles underneath and the Two of Cups. Like, I think it's time for you to share what you've been going through. If you've been going through something particularly difficult, or if you've just been kind of, you know, the Kylie Jenner realizing stuff, it might be time to just share that with some trusted people in your circle, in your family. And I think that is going to even like heighten your senses even more. Okay, so that sounds exciting for you, Libra. Let's move on to Scorpio. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising, please, for the week commencing the 15th of June. What is coming towards Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising, week commencing the 15th? Thank you. Oh dear, Scorpio. We've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Nine of Swords, and we've got the Ten of Wands. With the King and Queen of Swords at the bottom, you are not a happy bunny at the moment. Okay, so I wonder if you're just overdoing it a little bit, and it might be time for you to just take a step back. And to do that, I think you need to acknowledge the relationships in your life, because I feel like this is either a relationship that you're in, or it's a prominent relationship that you're around that seems to have opinions or has like input into your life, whether you've asked for it or not. And with this Knight of Cups here, it's almost like you are feeling the urge, or you are reaching out for some support and it's being ignored. So I think that this reading here is kind of like a heads up for you to kind of just look after yourself a little bit this week. I think that you need to pull your energy back from whatever this energy is here that isn't really reciprocating what you're needing. And usually with Scorpio placements, it's quite difficult for you to reach out in the first place. So if you are struggling with something and there is what seems to be the only people around who aren't really offering much support, I think that this is a sign for you to kind of branch out into other places. With this Page of Cups at the bottom with the World, I think it's time for you to try and find a different support system, because whoever you're dealing with, it doesn't feel particularly warm and fuzzy from them. And I think that you might need a bit of a gentler touch at the moment. And if you're able to kind of pull back in a way, in whatever you're exerting your energy on, I think this is the week to do that pulling back. Okay. Okay, let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. What is coming towards Sagittarius, please, for the week commencing the 15th of June? Sun, Moon and Rising. Oh, a little bit of patience. You've got the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands at the bottom. So just a little bit of patience from your end, Sagittarius, which probably isn't your strongest suit, but and some faith. And maybe even like a change in perspective. So if you've been really focusing on something and you've been overthinking it and over analyzing it, or kind of like beating a dead horse, it might be time for a change of perspective, which I think you could probably achieve through solitude. I don't necessarily feel like you need to speak to other people. Like you could do some meditation, anything that kind of helps you connect to your higher self. And I think once you've done that, you're going to receive, it's going to be like a light bulb moment. Do you know what I mean? You might get a download from spirit. You might get a fantastic idea might just fly into your head. You might get an email from someone that you've been waiting on. You might get phone calls. Something is going to happen once you have kind of given the energetic space for it to happen. Because when you're like fussing over something or an outcome, it clouds the energy too much with what you're thinking about. So sometimes you just need to take a step back and let this happen, and let the curiosity take over, so that when this does come in, you're kind of like ready to take the action and you've had the rest. So that's my advice there for Sagittarius. Okay, Capricorn. Let's do Capricorn next. So, Capricorn. We've got week commencing 15th of June. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. One more, please. Two more it is. Well, three major arcanas. We've got Hermit, Justice, Emperor, Ten of Wands. Immediately, my thoughts are overworked, underpaid. Probably not underpaid, but, you know, just doing too much, Capricorn. I think it's time for the burden of being the best at something, and the burden of like being the leader and the one people probably look up to and come to for help, support and knowledge, it's starting to kind of take its toll a bit. And I think that you just need a bit of fucking fun. I think you need to let your hair down and go and enjoy some celebration. Go out for a meal, go out for some drinks, and just kind of forget about everything else that everyone else seems to be putting on your shoulders, because I don't feel like this is you adding to your own basket. I mean, you probably allow it subconsciously to happen, but I think with the amount of kind of hats that you're wearing, you're just done in. You're like fatigued from it. You're doing too much. You're spinning too many plates. And with the Justice and the Hermit card here, it is going to get to the point where you're going to completely pull back and no one's going to be able to get in there. And then I can like foresee some burnout happening, Capricorn. So I think that you just need to acknowledge that. It's probably a little bit uncomfortable for you, I understand, but acknowledge it and then pull back in a way that is comfortable for you, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean you have to take a fucking week off. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But just something, whether it is a ritual after work every day, whether it is a ritual after whatever professional thing you're doing every day, maybe you take a 15-minute break every hour. I don't know what it is, but something has to come in for you to have some relief. Because I worry that this week might just be like a bit much if you don't, okay? Aquarius, let's do Aquarius next. Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. What is coming towards Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising for the week commencing the 15th of June, please? What is coming towards Aquarius? Nice. Okay. Judgment, 5 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I think that something's happened. Usually when the 5 of Swords comes out, it's not a very pleasant interaction or an action that might have happened in your life or that may be due to happen. I think that potentially something is coming to a head this week that has been brewing under the surface for a while. And it's almost as though there is a energetic calling with this Judgment card saying this is happening, okay? This is happening this week. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it is going to kind of clear away. So that's going to happen. It's going to move away. And you're going to move, oh yeah, you're going to move into more strength, a higher version of your ability to deal with whatever it is you've been dealing with, because the energy of the actual chaos, of the disagreements, of the arguments, of the anger that was there is moving away, and your physical environment is just going to blossom. The Strength card, I love the Strength card, don't get me wrong, but it does always come out when you've been through something difficult that you've had to be strong within, and it's made you stronger, you see? So that's why I'm confident you're coming out of it. It might be not a very pleasant ride to be on, but you're on the way out of that, Aquarius. And I think towards the end of the week, into the weekend, you'll be feeling a bit more in control of your life, your finances, everything. So just keep going. Okay, finally, Pisces. Let's do Pisces. Pisces next. So Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, please, for the week commencing the 5th of, not the 5th at all, the 15th. The week commencing the 15th of June, please. So Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. What's coming towards them? Wowzers. Okay. 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 5 of Cups. I think that you are on the brink of ending something, or at least figuring something out that is going to put you back in the driver's seat of your life. This could be a multitude of things. It could be a job, it could be a person, a relationship, a friendship. It could be moving house, you know, moving from a situation, moving environments, whatever. I think that something is going to be revealed to you this week. Secrets, something hidden, something not necessarily visible or known to you before, that is going to help you decide and make a decision on something that you've probably been putting off or you've been a little bit unsure about. I think that clarity is coming in for you. It might not be easy clarity, but I think it's going to give you the strength to finish something that needs to end. And I think that once you've done that, Pisces, it's going to kind of give you back a little bit of your spark and a little bit of your power. If it's like something's been siphoning your energy and your power, you're going to get that back. Not that I'm saying it, you know, even if you manage to pull this off and you manage to cut off whatever it is you need to remove yourself from, I think, yes, you will get the power back, but that doesn't necessarily mean you won't grieve the loss of whatever it is you've just been through, because, you know, it's taken time and energy to do whatever it was before it went sour, let's say. So although I think that might sound a little bit rough for you, I would take it as something exciting to look forward to, because it's opening up the energy for more beauty to enter your life. So that's where I'm going to leave that then, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all of the details are in my bio. Thank you. Bye.